All right, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, Talking about Experience. So, I was about to hit the record button, New York Predator Department, again using their sirens. And again, you know what they do, right? They'll hijack my consciousness to make me look at things that they want me to look at, right? Again, I talk about they'll use the color pink, right? The colors, we talk about, right? Weaponize color psychology using emotional warfare. Okay? And when I talk about the weaponization of everything, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The weaponization of everything. Okay? Anyhow, I was watching an interview with Robert Kennedy Jr., right? It was an interview with him and Vicky Dillard. Shout out to Vicky Dillard, one of our most vocal sisters on, the plight of black people in America. Particularly a strong supporter of reparations for ADOS people. I am also. But Robert Kennedy Jr. don't believe in reparation for black people. And in there he talks about other things that he's going to do, like legalize marijuana and, expunging the records of those incarcerated for nonviolent convictions, that sort of stuff. And then he talks about, when Vicky Dillard starts speaking about the truth about, the Jews in America and the amount of power they wield, particularly, the Israeli lobbyists who have Congress and the Senate by the balls, right? Through donations, tens of millions of dollars in donations to the campaigns of both political parties, right? Their political candidates. Right, so they're playing both sides. And Robert Kennedy Jr. talks about the 3 Jewish white men who died during the civil rights movement. White people will always do that shit. Even though some of them have very good intentions, but they will always use the fact that, you had Jewish people who marched with Dr. King. Yeah, we know that. We know that, and we give them credit for that. That's not what we're saying. Right, but those Jewish people are probably not even, very few are probably even alive today. Well, particularly the older ones who are marching with Dr. King, right? But it always, not shocked me, but it always pains me that we don't know how to come back against their weaponization of Jewish Americans, European Jewish Americans, right? And it just seems like, okay, because, all right, so black people don't support Jewish people. Black people are the biggest supporters of Jewish people, right? Whether we want to or not. Because we have been conditioned to think of those people as the chosen people of God. The God that most of us worship, which is, again, European concocted religion. And I always say, what about the tens of thousands of black men, right, who fought against Germany in World War II, who died? They fought in France, they died. They fought in Germany and died, right? What about those black men? See how they've been erased out of history? Okay, and they act as if Jewish people, because they marched with Dr. King, and again, very few. And again, what do Jewish people do? Particularly those in power. I'm talking about the Zionists. The Zionist Jewish people do? They co-opt movements, right? They fund movements. This is part of their signature of who they are. They will fight good causes, and they'll also fight for bad causes. They have no loyalty to good and bad. Look, KSY 3249. Never seen that one before. Look, another one. I might have seen this one before. X32 UPE. All right? So we never bring up that truth, that part of history. So when they want to throw in our faces because, like we said, the Jews have gotten reparations, what happened to them? And they're still getting reparations. Right? But black Americans who are descendants of enslaved African here in America have gotten no reparation. Right? And even when the enslavement of African people was over, and black people during the Reconstruction period were making upward strides, building communities, creating businesses, being self-sustained, pulling themselves up by their own bootstraps with no help from the government, okay? Because the government didn't give them the 40 acres and a mule that they promised. So black people are the only group of people in this country that have pulled themselves up by the bootstrap without the aid of the government. And yet, we hear about, white people will say, my grandfather pulled himself up by his bootstrap, which is a damn lie. It's a damn lie. All the government program went to white people. The GI Bill went to white people. Okay? Very few black people capitalized off of the GI Bill because it was strictly for white people. Oh shit, let me see if I can get on this bus. Come on now. Thank you.